My name is Jenny Parnell and I am a homeopath. I have been for 20 odd years, so I use essential oils in their purity, and I also teach, educate, but I use divine guidance to help with all of those, and I have learned to trust my intuition. So the purpose today is to tell you that I too am on a journey. I too, obviously born and have had experiences, not always positive experiences. And I have had experiences that aren't always mine, have been something that have come through that doesn't actually belong to me from past lives. So it's about navigating this journey. Now mine started, and I'm no different to any other person, my journey started about 23 years ago, okay? And basically I was in my late 20s when I had a breakdown, and what that meant for me is I couldn't function, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't work, I had anxiety, as in palpitations. I was a mess. Now, knowing what I know now and the journey that I've done, that came from my childhood, my traumas, and that manifested when I was older through the experiences I was living there. They'd obviously built up, and I had symptoms, physical symptoms that enabled I couldn't function. But on the journey that I have been on, that is no different to anybody else if they choose, is understanding that those physicalities were created by trauma, created by emotions, created by my spirit, by things that had happened to me in my childhood. So that was the beginning of a journey that's been long, but our lives are about living these experiences. And in my experience, these things happen for us, not to us. So holistic health to me is a mind, spirit, physical link. It cannot be anything but that. So for example, many people may come to me or talk about their bowel symptoms and their irritability and how they're bloating and things. So there's many factors to our health, but one of them being, I'll always ask, is it worse when you're stressed? Is it worse on the strength of the emotions? Yes, because there's that connection, that mind-body connection. But also, we are, everywhere we go, we are exposed to foods that don't meet our needs, that aren't pure anymore, because the soil isn't. We're exposed to all sorts of electrical currents that just mess around with our systems. So we are exposed all the time, and the foods that are available to us aren't always healthy because nobody puts ownership on that, i.e. those above don't control the foods that we are exposed to. So, with this, anyway, that's a different subject. But my point is that leaves our body not functioning in optimum health, which our body should. So there are many factors to our holistic health, but we have to take ownership of our health. We need to take ownership and understand. And there are many communities of people out there that help. But the one thing that would do all of us the greatest service is to listen to our intuition, is to listen to our divine guidance that we have, that we're all exposed to. Now that will be another video, but I'll share that information. I'll share quite a lot and ramblings. But I'm no different. My experiences are no different. It's just the choices I make day to day that may be different to you. And one of my choices that I make, and no matter what time of day, it could be dark, I will go for a walk, because we are all connected to nature. We are living entity. We are cells, we are energy. So is nature. So is everything about nature. We're completely connected. We are not separated. So spending time in nature is going to make us feel better, no matter what. Going for a walk will make you feel better, no matter what. It don't matter where you are, because you can look around you and see something beautiful around you, something to be grateful for, something that would take you out of your mind. Not everybody has access to the countryside like I do. I appreciate that. That's something for me to be gratitude for daily. But no matter where you are, there are things, even in cities. There are plants, there are trees, there are buds growing in spring. The buds, they start even now in January. The buds are starting to swell. The bulbs are starting to come out. The birds are a bit noisy. So there's beauty to be seen everywhere that in turn makes you feel better, that in turn gives you a break from all the stresses. Anyway, they are things to think about, and that we can journey through. Ramblings of a middle-aged woman, here to help, here to share her wisdom.